wouldn't be a trip out here without something going wrong with the boat and having, last time it was a broken window and now it's no power for the main battery for some reason, but got it fixed and we're headed out, and now it's just up to Dad to not miss. So we got camp mostly set up here. I think we're gonna just poke over the ridge here, just see what we see up there before it gets too dark. We have an hour and a half of light probably, so might as well go up there and just kind of look, see if there's anything up there for the morning even.
Still got sunglasses on, for heaven's sakes.
I cannot believe he came in.
It was the bugling.
Yeah. It was once he started chuckling, he turned and walked.
Yeah, once he started bugling, when he bugled, he like almost ran up here.
Yeah, and see, I could see him down there for a little bit, but I should have popped up right behind you, but oh well. Well, you might as well not have bothered to bring camo.
Where did he come to?
Right there.
I think so. It sounded like it. It sounded like it, but it's so dark I couldn't see my hair.
It sounded like a thunk.
Oh, so where'd he go? Around. He was cornering. Was that him that chuckled?
Yeah, he was like 30 yards.
Well, I thought he chuckled, so then I thought, well, it must have been Talon doing that. Because you were talking about what a good job you were doing, talking. No, he was, when you bugled was when he came up.
Yeah, the first time you chuckled, he turned and walked this way. We took a couple steps, then I couldn't see him for a while. And then he walked across that cut bank and down, and then over and was right there. And then came all the way up right there. The shot felt good though.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he don't have very much time left. Well, that was a lot of work setting camp up.
I didn't crash. I didn't hear a crash or anything.
No, but I heard him run for a little bit and then stop.
It's getting cold sitting here. The wind was starting to, it was like...
Well, that was the other thing. I was like, he can't get too much higher.
Yeah, because the wind was going to get us.
Yeah. I'm surprised. We lucked out it was not blowing that way.
If you would have... When he was out of sight, I should have gone here knowing he was going to come downwind.
Well, we followed the blood trail for a ways. Didn't find a whole bunch of blood, but we kind of stopped here. We could hear him breathing a little bit, so we don't hear that anymore. So he hasn't gone very far, but he's also not very far from camp. So I don't know. We got pretty close to him with all of our lights on and everything, and he didn't bust out of here, and he's downwind, so I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah. I don't see him breathing. You really like wasting that hind quarter meat.
Man, see when I came out in the front though, he was really ornery in this world, you know. Because look where the arrow come out, clear up on that line of the shoulder. I thought it was here. Oh, it's nice. You know, he looked like a smaller elk. Nice job. That must have been him dying we heard that last few breaths. Yeah.
Well, as you can see, we found him. He didn't go very far at all. He went 150 yards at the most. So, glad we found him. Gonna start working on him. I think we're gonna quarter him up tonight, and then, depending on how it's looking, head back to camp, do the rest of the morning. But you can at least gut it out and cooled off. So, yeah, it was kind of a interesting hunt. Because we saw him walk out, and then he just stood in one spot for a really long time. And so I was the only one that could see him. So instead of filming, I was trying to keep an eye on him. And Grandpa called and called and called. Cow called and did some little wimpy bugles. And he didn't really seem interested. And then Grandpa chuckled. And he took steps right away. Kind of went out of sight. And then next thing we know, he was walking out in the open. And I wasn't sure if he was going to go down just to go to water or what, but the next thing you know, he popped in below us and was coming all the way up. And I didn't get the shot quite on film, but I got a good video of him chuckling at like 30 yards, so can't complain. Did a lot of setting up camp in the wall tent just to take it down in the morning, but I can't complain about that. I think after this, we're going to head back home and maybe get a day or two in for me, and then head over to Grandpa's tag in Idaho. So should be it's already starting out to be a good 10 days that we took off, so can't complain. I'm surprised I didn't bleed before we did up there from the blood. I would just like to point out that you guys were laughing at me when I said we'd be packing an elk out tonight.
We did laugh, and we're still chuckling. What a deal. What a hunt. Well, when you least expect it, then it happens. Basically, we had no expectations tonight. None.
You didn't even get in camo.
I know. I was just going to go along and glass.
That's basically what we were doing, is we were about ready to sit down and glass and spotted that bull.
That's right.
And then sat there for 45 minutes waiting for him to move.
Yeah.
And then before I could even get close to Dad, he was moving on in. Well, we are somewhat set up. I still have to set my bed up, but got water cooking. Grandpa's manning the stove. And I don't know what the plan is for tomorrow. I think we're gonna sleep in and head up there and grab the rest of the meat and the hide and the head and bone out the meat and go home, I guess.
Bone out the meat.
And then I think head back to Mom and Dad's, and then maybe a day of elk hunting for me, and then go over and get Grandpa. The deal is Grandpa's got to shoot one that's bigger than Dad's, so if we're gonna go score or points.
Well, the deal is I either shoot one bigger than Nick or I shoot one smaller than Nick. Either way, it's wind.
Yeah. Well, while you're hunting, I think shooting one smaller is also a win. Gives you a nice spike. Well, good morning, guys. We're headed up to get the rest of the elk and then come back down and then start tearing down camp. So, yeah, if that. Well, loaded up into the boat for the first trip. We're going to do it in 2 trips this time, make it a little easier on the boat. But I think that'll be